Well, hello everyone. Today, what I'm going to do is start a series uh, doing kind of a what if. So, as we all know, Super Bowl started in 1966 with the champions of the NFL, that at that time the Green Bay Packers, taking on the champions of the American Football League, the Kansas City Chiefs. And that was the first game that was packaged to kind of find out who was the best team in pro football. Before then, from 1960 to 1965, the league champions never played. But what if they did? So, what we're going to do is we're going to do the what if or lost Super Bowls of the 1960s. So we're going to start out in 1960. Your champions in 1960 for the NFL was the Philadelphia Eagles with a 10-2 record, and in the AFL it was the Houston Oilers with a record of 10-4. So what we're going to do is we're going to use second and 10 version 10, which is put out by, I believe it's Rue Games. Again, this is something, a sim that has been around for a long time, so I'm just kind of switching it up. We did Pro Strategy Football for the 1970 replay season. So just for this series, I thought, hey, let's go with a different sports sim or football sim and kind of change it up a little bit. And this is a fantastic piece of software. I've owned several versions of this. It is available on the Second and 10 website, and it's great. You get to be able to download historical seasons and import those into the game. Great mod community, which is going to give you photos and logos and helmets and jerseys and all sorts of stuff. With this, it has a long established mod community to support this game. I would say the main differences between Pro Football Strategy and Second and 10, and I don't want to get into a review per se, but the one thing that Pro Strategy Football has, it's a little cleaner as far as kind of knowing where your options are. The UI is really straightforward in Pro Strategy Football, and of course you get the 2D animation action for the game. With Second and 10, it does a lot with buttons and with tabs. So depending on what interface you're in, and like right now we're in the exhibition game UI, these are the tabs that you have. If I was to close this, and of course you would close it just by clicking here. This would take you back to the main menu, and you could do starting a season. They have pro and college. They have an encyclopedia. They just have so many tools in this. Season tools for both college and pro. It's great for running season replays. As far as something like an out of the park baseball or even a Pro Strategy Football where you run multiple seasons and you kind of have a career as a general manager coach, and you draft players retire, they age, improve, decline. That's something that is not what you would find with Second and 10 football. So for season replays or exhibition games, this is actually just a fantastic tool. I want to also mention too, you have Draft Day Sports, their line, specifically Pro Football, which I think they got a new version that'll be coming out soon, and that one is really strictly a career game where you are the general manager or the head coach. They do have mods that you can import historical seasons and logos and all that. But again, just kind of like Pro Strategy Football, those are games that are going to be more like out of the park baseball, franchise hockey manager, that you run a team over multiple seasons and build a dynasty. So with second and 10, not necessarily the case. So what we'll do is we'll go back into the exhibition game. So what I've done is set up a game in a neutral as you can get venue for this lost Super Bowl of 1960 between Houston and Philadelphia. So we are going to have the game in the LA Coliseum. Again, it's going to be we're talking end of the season, so all of your northern stadiums going to be probably snowed under, which is going to affect people showing up. May have to cancel the game. So went for a warm weather venue, and if you're going to have a championship game, you're going to have that in the Coliseum in LA. So that is the venue. I have it set in the options as a neutral site. So I'm going to look at the options. It is a neutral venue. Have the teams. The wind is not raining. It's cloudy and a little bit of wind. Good temperature, 74 degrees. So it's a perfect day in LA for a championship game between the American Football League champion Houston Oilers and the National Football League champion Philadelphia Eagles. So let's preview the game. So looking at the line here, Philadelphia, they are the favorite on this. Houston's an underdog. And then you have your key players, and then they rate by position and squad. So with this, I think the range goes from 1 to 8. So as you can see, Philadelphia is really stacked on offense. Looking at quarterback protection, Houston has a slight edge there. Both in interception, and fumbles. There are 2 penalties, 3 and 4. So, so your key players, and the higher the number here, the more valuable the player is. So for Bill Groman of the Oilers, he's a 153. Norm Van Brocklin, the quarterback of the Eagles, he's a 151. And you can kind of go down here, and these are your top players for each team. So Eagles to your right, Oilers to your left. And we do have some great players in this game. Norm Van Brocklin, George Belanda, Chuck Benardic, Concrete Charlie, Tommy McDonald, the last player in the NFL to play without a face mask. And he was playing football into the late 60s. I think I'd have to look him up in Pro Football Reference to see what teams he finished up with. But he was running around in the late 1960s with no face mask. So a tough guy. Speaking of tough, Chuck Bednardic, they did not call him Concrete Charlie for nothing. Again, he was in this time. You had a lot of players that played multiple positions. Concrete Charlie played center on offense and linebacker on defense. Van Brocklin was a quarterback punter. Blando was a quarterback kicker. So you'll see these guys in a lot of action during the game. So we'll close this out. So what we'll do is I'll kind of roll along with this. I'll give some commentary when I can, and when it's maybe appropriate, but otherwise we'll just play this out, and I'll kind of show you what the interfaces look like for this. So let's just go through. And let's start the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have both teams AI controlled. You have this will change as soon as we start rolling here, and so this closing line will also change up, and you'll see that soon. So we're going to do the toss, 4-mile-per-hour wind going from end zone to end zone. Philadelphia is the home team. Houston visiting, and we have the coin toss. And Houston has won the toss and will receive. Philadelphia will kick off into the wind. So as you can see up here, you have your scoreboard with all of your information, jerseys, and then the team logos. Football will tell you who has current possession. I have AI running both teams over here, and I don't want to get too much into the numbers. I believe this game at one time was based off of a board game, so they use a lot of numbers and other things here in the game that will look a little confusing and doesn't make much sense unless you kind of have played the game and understand it. But we know right now is Bobby Walston of Philly is going to be kicking off, and you have Charlie Tolar, who in his days with Houston was this little roly-poly, and I don't mean roly-poly in a way where he was fat, but he was just like a fire plug or a fire hydrant looking player. Short, really stocky, literally kind of like a Bolton. I think they may have referred to him as the human bowling ball because that's kind of what he looked like. Doug Klein is going to be your other kick returner. So with that, let's kick off the game. All right, so we have the game going here. And we have 1st and 10 on the Houston 20 for George Blanda and the Houston Oilers. So we have Blanda as the quarterback. Billy Cannon and Doug Klein is running back and fullback. Billy Cannon, former Heisman Trophy winner that was a surprise signing by the Houston Oilers at the start of the AFL season. He was sought after by many teams, and he ended up with Houston, which was just an absolute coup of a draft and signing by Houston, and gave the American Football League almost instant credibility there. Receivers are Bill Groman and Charlie Hennigan. Johnny Carson, not to be confused with the late night talk show host, he is playing tight end. And then they will list down here Cannon and Klein. When you actually do play the game and you're coaching it, as you notice, you have short pass, medium short, medium long, long. This is where you would select the plays. So this is why they have Billy Cannon and Doug Klein down here. So if you're going to do a short pass, you just click here under that S column. For running the ball, they would have options for draw plays, inside runs, outside runs, traps that you could take advantage of. But here is your offensive group for Houston taking on that Philadelphia defense. So let's run the next play. And you'll see down here in the bottom right, that is your play-by-play. Oh no! Doug Klein gets clobbered, and Maxie Bond gets the ball at the Philly 24. So yeah, Klein gets 4 yards rushing, but turns the ball over, and linebacker Maxie Bond of Philly will jump on it, and that is going to set Norm Van Brocklin and the Eagles offense up with excellent field position to get an early score here.
First down.
First down, and they are going to move the ball forward. So we are now first and goal. We're on the Houston 12. Well, there you go. And we have another turnover. This time the Oilers, Tony Banfield, will pick off Norm Van Brocklin and will be tackled on the 1 yard line. So Houston is backed up in their end zone against a very tough Philadelphia defense. Let's see what happens here. So both teams start out of the gate with pretty much turnovers.
Flag on the play.
And we have a penalty. Oh. Well, they are now half the distance to the goal line on that false start.
Safety.
And we have a safety. Philadelphia gets on the board first. They trap Chuck Weber in the end zone. So we have a 2-0 Philadelphia lead here. Blanda kicking off to Ted Dean and Jerry Reichow. Well, Philadelphia has the ball, so we have Norm Van Brocklin, the Dutchman, at quarterback for the Eagles. Ted Dean and Timmy Brown is your fullback and halfback. The aforementioned Tommy McDonald and Bobby Walston as your receivers. Pete Retzlaff at tight end. And we have first down. Ball is on the Philadelphia 43 with 13:38 in the first quarter. Well, short gain there will make it 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. And Retzlaff gets the pass. And
First down.
10-yard reception there for the tight end. Oh, good catch.
First down.
Catch and run there by Brown. First down, and Philadelphia is already within the red zone here, inside the 20, and driving to score. That short pass play didn't go anywhere. Pulled up the touchdown. Norm Van Brocklin connects up with Tommy McDonald, and we have a touchdown, 11-yard touchdown pass. Bobby Walston with the extra point. That's good. Walston will kick off now. Houston's going to be starting on their own 20-yard line with 10:35 left in the first quarter. George Blanda under center. And Doug Carney will get 4 yards there on that run, and he held on to the ball. So now we're starting to, maybe the Oilers are going to start to get something going here and get back in the game. Well, that'll be incomplete. Now we're at 3rd and 6 for the Oilers. Again, one of the things too to consider, the Oilers had a really good passing attack in 1960. So where the AFL was known for a long time as a team that or a league that had a lot of passing. Not necessarily true, but in the early years, to drum up excitement and also kind of create their own league character. They were kind of a wide open offense kind of league for the most part. So you're probably going to see George Blanda throwing the ball quite a bit here against this tough Philly defense.
Flag on the play.
Oh, that's on the offense. False start. That will push it back now. We're 3rd and 11. Blanda back. He hits Dave Smith, and Chuck Bednarnik levels him after a gain of 8. So it's a 4th and 3, and it looks like Houston's going to punt. So Milstead will be punting to Timmy Brown of the Eagles. So fair catch by Timmy Brown and Norm Van Brocklin, and the Philadelphia offense trot out to the field. An incomplete pass. Still, we're 2nd and 10. Philadelphia has the ball on their own 38-yard line with 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Here comes the blitz. And nope, the draw did not work there. The Oilers defense smothered it. No gain. 3rd and 10 now for the Eagles. And good play by Bobby Gordon to deflect that pass away from Pete Retzlaff. And Brocklin, he's back to punt. Billy Cannon for the Oilers, the Heisman Trophy winner, he is back to receive the punt from Van Brocklin. And the Oilers will take over on their own 29, 1st and 10. First down. Billy Cannon, 14 yards and first down.
Flag on the play.
Offsides, that'll push him back 5 yards. The penalties of, the Oilers need to be more disciplined here in this game. They cannot afford penalties to get them in a hole like this against the Philadelphia defense. And now we have another play that goes for a loss, making it 2nd and 16 with 6:41 left in the first quarter. Philadelphia up 9-0 over the Oilers. Get a gain of 7 yards there. Good run by Smith, but now they're at a 3rd and 9. Can George Blanda and the Oilers convert? Let's see what we got here.
First down.
First down, 21-yard reception by Roman. Tackled by Tom Brookshire, who, after his career was abruptly ended, was in the broadcast booth for decades and hosted a NFL highlight show with Pat Summerall. So good to see Brookshire out on the field. Oh, and it is picked off by the Eagles. Tom Burrows, he's got it, he runs it back. And that will set Philadelphia up on their own 23 with 5:16 left in the game. Poor throw by Glanda.
First down.
And we got a first down on that. It was close enough to measure. And the stingy front four of the Oilers limit Barnes to a 2-yard gain on that play. Now we're at 2nd and 8 for the Eagles on their own 35. So we're getting close to the 2-minute point here in the first quarter. We're at 3rd and 4 for Philly on their own 39-yard line. Oh!
First down.
That will keep the Eagles rolling down the field with that 5-yard reception by Bobby Walston. Oh. Nice gainer by Retzlaff, but boy, Van Brocklin took a hit. He's getting up and he's trying to shake this one off. So he's taking a little bit of time to gather himself, but I did not see the Oiler player that leveled Van Brocklin, but he laid on the ground for just long enough to cause some concern over there on the Philadelphia sideline. But the Dutchman, he's a tough guy, and he is up. Now that looks like they have their play, and we'll start 1st and 10 now on the Houston 26 with 2:01 in the first quarter. Well, beautiful catch by Tommy McDonald will get them down to the 3-yard line, it looks like. Yes, the 3-yard line. McDonald's jogging back to the huddle. Gets a slap on the back by some of his teammates for that excellent catch, and now they're breaking huddle and heading to the line. 1st and goal for Houston, or for Philadelphia. My bad. Well, no gain on that try. 2nd and goal still. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Philadelphia on the 3-yard line, looking to add on to their 9-0 lead over the Houston Oilers. Touchdown Eagles. Ted Dean, 3-yard touchdown pass from Norvan Brocklin. It is now a 15-0 Philadelphia lead. Bobby Walston to try the extra point.
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 16-0 lead for Philadelphia over the Houston Oilers with 26 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Eagles will be kicking off to the Oilers. Oilers are going to be starting on their own 34. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Down by 16 already. And that'll end the first quarter with a 9-yard gain there by Billy Cannon.
First down.
First down, Oilers. Billy Cannon, he does it all. Runs well and catches well. He's a dual threat weapon for the Oilers. Let's see if they can use him, or if Philadelphia is going to start to adjust to take him away from George Blanda.
Flag on the play.
And Oilers are hit with a 5-yard penalty for illegal shift. That'll push them back, make it 1st and 15 on the Houston 47-yard line. Second quarter action.
Flag on the play.
We have another flag. And Houston's going backwards. We now have a 1st and 20 on the Houston 42 here just in the beginning minutes of the second quarter. Philadelphia, the NFL champions, 16. Houston, the AFL champions, nothing. Six-yard gain by Billy Cannon. We now have a 2nd and 14 for the Oilers. George Blanda's looking over at the sideline. Now he's ducking down into the huddle, calling the play. Houston breaks huddle, and they are headed to the line. Brookshire will pick off that bomb. So Brookshire also gets an interception today for Philadelphia. We now have Norm Van Brocklin and the Philadelphia offense jogging out onto the field. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia on their own 30. 14-12 left in the first half. Brocklin completes the Barnes, 5 yards on that. It's 2nd and 5 now on the Philadelphia 35. That'll be a no gainer for Philly on that. It looked like the Houston linebackers had that one sniffed out pretty good. Van Brocklin, a little animated in the huddle, and they come to the line, and we're going to see what the Eagles have in store with 3rd and 5 here in the second quarter. Good pressure on Van Brocklin, and yes, they get him sacked by Delva Allen, 9 yards. First sack of the game, and that is going to force Philadelphia to punt the football away. Van Brocklin gets off the ground, dusts himself off, and heads back to take up position to accept the snap for the punt. Houston's going to start on their own 34. 1st and 10, 12:30 left in the first half. 16-0 is your score. The NFL champion Philadelphia Eagles ahead of the AFL champion Houston Oilers. And penalties have really been the drive killer for Houston. That and interceptions. Houston's offense has not really seemed to have gotten much momentum to get rolling here. Looks like Blanda is chatting with Charlie Hennigan in the huddle. They clap hands, and the Oilers come to the line to snap their next play. Well, that didn't go anywhere. Shut down by the great Chuck Benardic. It'll make it a 3rd and 10 for the Oilers. Interception of George Blanda by the Eagles defense. Jimmy Carr grabs that one at midfield and returns it just 9 yards. So we have 1st and 10 for Philly on the Houston 41 with 12:07 in the first half. Running game for Philadelphia. It's they're not finding much room there against that Oiler front four.
First down.
And Philadelphia is driving 10:48 in the first half. They have a 1st and 10 on the Houston 29. Oh, draw play, but that doesn't go anywhere. Dan Lamphere, he shut that down pretty quickly there for the Oilers, so that'll make it a 2nd and 7 for Van Brocklin and the Eagles. Buck Shaw, the coach of the Eagles, he's waving frantically on the sideline to get Van Brocklin's attention. The Dutchman looks over, nods his head. He's back in the huddle, and they are coming out to the line now. Tommy McDonald, he comes up with a nice catch there to get Philadelphia inside the Houston 20 with 9:25 left in the first half. Now we have a 8-yard reception by Walston, and that will make it 2nd and 2. And Philadelphia is now looking to be, yes, they are. They're inside the Oiler 10-yard line. It's time for the Oiler defense to make a stand. Dan Lamphere shuts that one down. 4-yard loss. That'll back up the Eagles. It's now 3rd and 6. 8:07 left in the first half. And Van Brocklin's running. He's taking off. Oh, big hit by Lamphere on Van Brocklin. Holds him to 1 yard, but boy, Van Brocklin took a lick there. Bobby Walston looking to extend the lead for the Eagles here with a field goal. The Houston defense showed up and got their stop, which is what they needed.
It's good.
And that'll extend the lead now. We are 19-0. Philadelphia is leading Houston here with 7:18 left in the first half. Philadelphia to kick to Houston. So Houston, their offense trots out on the field. George Blanda has a quick conversation on the sideline with Rimkus, the head coach, and he is in the huddle. They break, and Houston comes to the line. And Charlie Tolar, the little fire plug running back for the Oilers, he gets a 4-yard gain there to make it a 2nd and 6 on the Houston 28. Tolar again, he gets up and he has words with Ed Kayat of the Eagles. They're still kind of talking to one another as Tolar heads back to the Oiler huddle. And Blanda is picked off, this time by Bobby Freeman. He returns it 6 yards. Another drive killed by an interception. Philadelphia will get the ball on the Houston 38, 5:45 left in the first half. And Van Brocklin, he misfires. Dennett Morris, he collects it, has a return of 10 yards, and the ball is back in the hands of the Houston Oilers on the Houston 39. Blanda hikes the ball, and 8-yard run for Billy Cannon. We have a 2nd and 2 now at the Houston 47. Now Billy Cannon shaking off that hit from Chuck Bednardik. A little slow getting back to the huddle. Blanda is checking on him, nods his head. I guess he's okay. And yep, now they're breaking, and the Oiler offense is heading to the line. And, oh boy, the Philadelphia defense just snipped that play out and shut it down for no gain. We have a 3rd and 2 coming up. Billy Cannon's got the ball. And he gets 4 yards, which that will give them the first down. Charlie Hennigan will bring in that Blanda pass for 8 yards. Going to make it 2nd and short with 3:15 left in the first half. Eagles are still up 19-0 on the Oilers.
First down.
First down, Houston. The drive will continue. And we're 2:33 left in the first half. Looks like the Oilers are coming in the line. Blanda is he's pointing at the defense. He's now under center and about ready to take the snap. Oh no, and another interception by Curry. And, oh, good return, 20-yard, oh, but wait. And,
First down.
Penalty holding against the defense. That will wipe out that turnover. A lucky turn of events for the Oilers here with 2:26 left in the first half. We're at the 2-minute warning now. 2nd and 9. The ball is on the Philadelphia 32. It looks like the Oilers are... Well, it looked like they were going to run in. They were going to change some players, and they decided to go with what they have on the field. So we have Cannon and Klein in the backfield right now. Groman and Hennigan at the wideouts. Oh, wait, they've brought in Jack Atchison in as tight end. Blanda under center to take the snap. Short gain on that pass by Doug Klein. It's going to be a 3rd and 6. Johnny Carson back in at tight end for the Oilers. Hennigan gets the pass.
First down.
That's a 9-yard gain there for the Oilers. 1st and 10 now on the Philadelphia 21. 44 left in the first half. Blanda misses the connection with Hennigan. Oh, it's a pass interference. Yeah, they look like they held on too long there. And that is going to give Houston a first down. They are now inside the Philadelphia 20. 1st and goal. Ball on the 10-yard line. 1:36 left in the first half. And the Oilers knocking on the door for a score here. And that's a no-gainer there on that draw play by Smith. Houston, Blanda calls timeout. He is walking over to the sideline. He's consulting with Coach Rimkus. Blanda jogs back in the field and is in the huddle. Quick discussion there, and they are at the line.
Timeout.
And, oh boy, we got 3rd and goal here. That was a gain of 4 tough yards by Tolar on that play. He gets up a little slow and jogs off the field. Ball is on the 6, the Philly 6. 1:15 left in the game. And incomplete. 4th and goal. They could not. Blanda could not get the pass to Charlie Hennigan, so it's now 4th and goal. Blanda, he's lining up a field goal attempt here with 1:06 left in the first half. That is good. Houston gets their first points of the championship game. It is now a 19-3 game with Philadelphia on top of the Houston Oilers. 1:02 left in the first half. Blanda readying a kickoff. That goes all the way back. That's a touchback, and that will have Philly starting their drive here with 1:02 on their own 20. I got a blitz coming here, and so we got a loss of 1 yard there on the Eagles. So Julian Spence got in there and disrupted that play. So we're at 2nd and 11 now with 14 seconds left in the first half. Eagles have the ball on the Philadelphia 19, and that reflects the score. Philadelphia 19, Houston 3 near the end of the first half.
Timeout, defense.
We've got Houston calling a timeout. Very short gain there by Norton. Van Brocklin looking over at the Oilers defense. Then his head goes down into the huddle. They're talking, and then now they're coming to the line to snap the ball. And that'll be the end of the first half. The score at the end of the first half, Philadelphia Eagles, the NFL champions, 19. The Houston Oilers, the AFL champions, 3. Let's look at the box score. So looking at offense, Blanda is 6 of 14 for 50 yards and 4 interceptions. A miserable day for the Oilers quarterback. Rushing for the Oilers, 49 yards for Billy Cannon. And receiving, Groman, 21 yards on one single catch for the Oilers. Looking over at the Philadelphia offense, Van Brocklin, 14-18, 167 yards in the first half, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. Rushing only 14 yards on the ground for Peaks. And then receiving, Retzlaff, 61 yards receiving, McDonald, 44 yards and a touchdown. Dean, short touchdown catch of 3 yards. Looking at defense, Morrison, Banfield, each one had an interception off of Van Brocklin. Allen with a sack on Van Brocklin for the Oilers. Looking over at the Philly defense, Burrows, Brookshire, Carr, and Friedman each have an interception of George Blanda. No sacks for the Philly defense yet. Your leaders and tackles, Gordon for the Oilers, Bednarik for the Eagles with 4. Here's your total numbers for the first half. Well, now we are getting ready for kickoff to start the second half, and it will be Houston kicking to Philadelphia. Blanda is placing the ball on the tee, looking at his special teammates there for the Oilers. Everything looks good. The referee is signaling ready to go, and Blanda will kick the ball off to Dean and Reichow. 19-yard return for Philly. That will give them their start in the second half on the Philadelphia 36. The Eagles offense is on the field and are coming to the line. And the draw play to Barnes only gains 3 yards. A stingy Oiler defense against the Philadelphia ground game today. And Orville Trask, he comes up and hits Deron Sapp. Only a 2-yard gain. It now makes it a 3rd and 5 for Philadelphia on the Philadelphia 41. Van Brocklin back to pass. He's got Bobby Walston.
Flag on the play.
Oh, and that is ruled a catch. And
First down.
a late hit by the Oilers there. That's going to tack on an additional 15 yards. First down to Philadelphia. They're now placing the ball on the Houston 35. Van Brocklin back. Gets Walston again, but that is broken up by Mark Johnston of the Oilers, so that'll make it a 2nd and 10. And Van Brocklin looking. And that was picked off. He threw that one behind Bobby Walston. Bobby Gordon of the Oilers picks it up and runs it back. 17-yard run back by the Oiler defensive back, and it is now the Oilers with 13:09 in the third with the ball. First down, Oilers. Blanda takes the snap. Oh, big hole. And Brookshire
First down.
pushes Smith out of bounds after a 24-yard gain. And that is going to get the Oilers past midfield. First down on the Philadelphia 42. Blanda. He's bringing his offense to the line. Looks like they're in the I formation, and the ball is snapped. And Blanda's looking. He's looking, and that pass to Hennigan is broken up by Freeman. Looks big. It looks like a blitz by Philadelphia, and incomplete pass to Billy Cannon. Blanda just got that one away to avoid a sack. That's 3rd and 10 now for the Oilers. Blanda back to pass. He's looking. He's trying to avoid the rush, and oh no. A wobbly off-balance pass is intercepted by Chuck Weber, and the woes of George Blanda continue today. It's just hard to even fathom that the Oilers quarterback has just been turning the ball over so much today. Well, Van Brocklin, he's had his miscues as well, but he is bringing the Eagles up to the line, split backfield, and the Dutchman looking over the Oiler defense snaps the ball. And that'll be a 6-yard gain by Clarence Peaks. That'll make it a 2nd and 4 on the Philadelphia 44.
Flag on the play.
And there we go. Let's see. Oh, no, it looked like one of the linemen there moved. That'll back up the Eagles now. It is a 2nd and 9. And Brocklin, he's being chased, and he is thrown down to the ground. The ball is out. Don Floyd has got it recovered, and he is running.
First down.
Oh, no. And we have a penalty as well. Holding by the defense that will give the ball back to the Eagles. A lucky break for the Eagles there. That play looked like that was going to be just a devastating turnover. Norm Van Brocken rolling out to his right. He's passing. And it's complete to Retzlaff. 9-yard gain. Now we're at a 2nd and 2 for the Eagles on the Houston 47. Snapped, run by Barnes. He's trying to get around the outside and gets 4 yards on that run and converts. First down, Philadelphia, 10:03 in the 3rd quarter.
Flag on the play.
False start on the offense again. That's going to back them up 5. It's a 1st and 15 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Van Broecklyn, he's having some words with his offensive line. Yep, he's looking pretty unhappy about that. That's the 2nd false start they've had in this series. Heads are down in the huddle, and now they come out of the huddle and approach the ball. They're squaring up against the Oiler defense, and Van Broecklyn is barking out, and the ball snapped. Doug Klein is blitzing. And boy, nice pass by Van Broecklyn. He gets 8 yards. There's holding there. We had a penalty, so that'll add 5 more on. First down, and the ball is now placed at the Houston 43. Another draw to Barnes, only 1 yard. Another tackle by Al Witcher. 2nd and 9 now for the Eagles. Van Broecklyn back to pass, and he hits Barnes. 5-yard pickup. Now they're looking at it. 5 yards, maybe 4 yards for this 3rd down. Ball is placed on the Houston 37. And yep, incomplete. Dennett Morris, he will defend that pass well. Retzlaff was double covered, and Van Broecklyn just tried to squeeze that in between those defenders, and that just wasn't going to happen. He didn't have much of a window to do that. So Walston will come over to try a 44-yard field goal attempt to add to Philadelphia's lead. All right, it's in the air.
The kicker,
and he misses it. He misses that. Goes wide left. Houston gets the ball on their 20. Landa coming out with Billy Cannon, Dave Smith, Charlie Hennigan, and Al Witcher. Johnny Carson is also out there for the Oilers. They are in the huddle, moving towards the line, looking over the Eagle defense. Landa's under center and almost ready to snap the ball. 4-yard gain looks like by Smith there, tackled by Richardson. It'll be 2nd and 6 on the Houston 24. 7:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Oh, Billy Cannon takes the handoff, and Bob Pellegrini rudely throws the Heisman Trophy winner to the ground for a loss of 1. That'll make it 3rd and 7. Landa back. He's looking for Gorman. And Bob picks the pass off, and he is going down the field. 18-yard return on that interception, setting the Eagles up for some points here. Let's see if Norm Van Broecklyn can get the Eagles into the end zone and extend the lead. Houston has it to 16. That's an 11-yard completion. That is going to set up a first and goal just inside the Houston 10-yard line. Van Brocklin looking back at the defensive personnel that the Oilers have. Head ducks back into the huddle. The Eagles break huddle. They come to the line. They set. And Oilers look like they're coming here. No gain on that play by Barnes. The Oilers really had that one well played. Now we're at second and goal, still on the Houston 9. And Tim Brown pulls down the Van Brocklin pass. Another touchdown for the Eagles. A 9-yard touchdown pass. Van Brocklin to Timmy Brown. The extra point, Bobby Walston's heading over. He's lining up. The snap. The kick. And it's good. Philadelphia is now 26. Houston 3. 5:20 left in the third quarter. Walston kicks to the Oilers. And Klein for the Oilers brings it to the 39. So Houston will start. Let's see what they can do here. It's just been turnovers and penalties, and it's just been a long game for the Oilers and their beleaguered quarterback, George Blanda. Blanda back to pass, and he is intercepted again. And that is going to bring the ball back 13 yards to the Houston 28. Van Brocklin is bringing his offensive squad out on the field. You can tell the body language of the Houston defenders. They're looking a little tired. Peaks only 2 yards on that run. 2nd and 8, ball in the Houston 26 with 4:14 left in the third quarter.
Flag on the play.
And Peaks, we'll get 5 yards on that, but we've got flags all over the field. And they did not get their extra man off the field, so that will back up the Eagles 5 yards. That's a 2nd and 13. Peaks runs, gets 5 yards of that back. So we're back to 3rd and 8. Ball in the Houston 26, 3:19 left in the third quarter. Philadelphia 26, Houston 3. Peaks again, takes the ball. He bounces outside, and he is swung by that Houston defense. He is limping off the field. So we'll see if he comes back into the game in the next series for the Philadelphia Eagles. Walston is lined up and ready to make the field goal attempt. This one looks to be about a 33-yard attempt.
Good.
That's good. Philadelphia 29, Houston 3. Near the end of the third quarter. Walston will be kicking off to Toller and Klein of Houston. And Houston, their offense comes out on the field, and yes, George Blanda is still quarterbacking, even though he has thrown over 5 interceptions today. They have great faith in their veteran quarterback, George Blanda. But they're going to need They're going to need a miracle out of the veteran in order to overcome this deficit. Smith gets the ball, 4-yard run after he goes out of bounds near the sidelines. It'll be 2nd and 6 on the Houston 17. That's a short sideline pass to Tolar.
First down.
He's got 7 yards. Tom Brookshire gets over to push him out of bounds before he gets any more, and that is a Houston first down. Billy Cannon, he runs right into Chuck Bednarik and gets 4 yards. That was a big collision between the Heisman Trophy winner and Concrete Charlie there in the center of that Philadelphia defense. Smith, he's trying to get ahead, fights, looks like only 1 yard, if that. Looks like they're going to be a little generous and give him a yard. 3rd and 5 with 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Blanda back to pass. He's looking, no pressure at all on him. He hits Groman. Groman makes a great catch. That's a 6-yard completion that'll keep the drive going, and that is a first down for the Houston Oilers. Blanda back to pass again. He's looking for Hennigan. It's on the ball is deflected. That falls incomplete. We're at a 2nd and 10. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. And Charlie Tolar rolls around the edge of the Houston offensive line, picks up 6, which will make it a 3rd and 4 now as they switch ends. It is the end of the third quarter and the start of the fourth. The last 15 minutes of our championship game has started with Philadelphia ahead 29-3 over the Houston Oilers. Blanda back, setting up a screen to Richard, and he takes off for 11 yards. That'll be a first down for the Houston Oilers. Billy Cannon runs, big hole, and he's finally hit by Chuck Weber, but only after he picks up 14 yards. The Oilers, this is their best drive of the game. Back. Carson has the pass, and he is tripped. Oh, he's tripped up at the 9-yard, 25-yard gain for Johnny Carson. Now we have a 1st and goal for the Oilers. Billy Cannon, he's through. Oh, but Jimmy Carr saves the touchdown for Philadelphia by stopping Cannon after a gain of 7. That'll take the ball to the Philadelphia 2. 2nd and goal to go. The Oilers go to the line, I formation. Looks like they have brought in both of their tight ends, Johnny Carson and Jack Atkinson. Your lone receiver appears to be Bill Groman. That, by far, the best drive of the day for the Houston Oilers. Blanda gets set to kick the extra point.
Good.
And it is good. The score now 29-10 Philadelphia, and Blanda kicking off to Ted Dean and Timmy Brown of the Eagles. Brocklin brings the Eagles offense out. After a quick conversation in the huddle, he is bringing the offense to the line. He is looking to his right and his left and starts barking out the calls, and the ball is snapped.
Flag on the play.
Well, he barked a little bit too loud and too hard. It drew one of his own linemen to move, and that will back them up 5 yards. The Dutchman is not looking very happy right now. He's having some very strong words with his offensive line.
Flag on the play.
Another flag and another false start. And Norm Van Brocklin, his arms up in the air after that. He's looking quite beside himself here, as they now have a 1st and 20 to overcome. Ball on the Philadelphia 21-yard line with 12:41 left in the game. Van Brocklin hands off to Peaks. He gets hit, continues running, gets 12 yards, so that'll make it a 2nd and 8. And Van Brocklin goes to Barnes. He turns the corner and gets 3 yards before he's hit by Orville Trask of the Oilers. It is now a 3rd and looks like 5 yards to go on the Philadelphia 36. Van Brocklin takes a snap, hands it off to, oh no, it's a fake. Oh, great fake.
1st down.
Van Brocklin hits Tommy McDonald for a gain of 7 and converts. 1st down, Eagles. Ball on the Philadelphia 43. Looks like a blitz. Oh no, and play action by Van Brocklin. He throws to Retzlaff, and Tony Bainfeld, he steps right in front of that ball and has it at the what looks like the 50-yard line. Can Houston get back into the game here? They desperately need a touchdown with 10:13 left in the game. Let's see what George Blanda can do here. Blanda back to pass. He's looking, plenty of time, not under pressure. Carson has the ball, and he is running. He's downfield. 36-yard gain by Johnny Carson. And they are inside the Philadelphia 20. Quick strike by George Blanda to Johnny Carson. They come to the line, I formation for the Oilers. Billy Cannon, he runs. He tries to get to the outside, just turns the corner and is hit by Don Burrows. That'll make it a 2nd and long for the Oilers. And Blanda sideline pass to Hennigan, and gets 8 yards. And wait a minute. There is a flag that came in on that. They're saying illegal use of the hands on the defense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and automatic 1st down. And that will put the Oilers on the Philadelphia 4. 1st down and goal to go. Costly penalty by the Philadelphia defense. Short pass to Hennigan. And Blanda just threw that out of his reach and through the back of the end zone. We have a 2nd and goal coming up. And the Oilers come out, 2 wide receivers, I formation. Carson, your tight end. Pass to Johnny Carson, and another interception thrown by George Blanda. And this as costly as they come, a touchdown denied by the Philadelphia defense. They now have the ball at the Philadelphia 29 minutes left in the game, and that is just a back-breaking interception by Philly against the Oiler quarterback, George Blanda. Van Brocklin hands the ball off to Peaks. Only a couple yards on that, maybe a yard and a half. They're saying 2nd and 8. Peaks again. He gets 5 yards. That was a tough 5 yards. Brought down by Spence of the Oilers. Peaks gets up and is walking back to the Philadelphia huddle. That'll be 3rd and 3. Ball is currently on the Philadelphia 27. 7:26 left in the football game. And Van Brocklin takes the handoff, hits Retzlaff. Retzlaff is over midfield, and he is brought down. Oh, there's a fumble. There's a fumble. Dean picks it up. Dean goes past the 20. And unbelievable. Ted Dean scoops up the fumble of Retzlaff and runs it in for a touchdown. Bobby Walston will come in to hit the extra point.
It's good.
And it is good. And at this point, folks, it's good night, Irene. I think it is next to impossible for the Oilers to come back with only 7:15 left in the game and down by 26 points to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Flag on the play.
5-yard penalty. Walden kicks that one out of bounds. Cannon will take the kick and run it back 26 yards. Looking at our stats for the day, we have recorded that George Blanda has been picked off 8 times today. That has to be a record somewhere. But for this new series of games between the NFL and AFL champion, unfortunately, George Blanda is setting a rather infamous record going forward. 8 interceptions on the day for the Oiler quarterback. Norm Van Brocklin, 4 interceptions for him today as well. So both quarterbacks have had their struggles between just missing targets, but also too both defenses have really put pressure on the receivers, and that in turn has resulted in turnovers in the way of interceptions for both teams. But 8 interception day so far for George Blanda. It has to be very disheartening for the Oiler quarterback as he gathers the troops in the huddle down 36-10 with only 7 minutes left in the game. This one looks like a foregone conclusion that Philadelphia, the NFL champions, will be the victors. But, well, this is why we play the game. So let's see if Houston can make it a close game or not. Johnny Carson will haul in that 13-yard pass from Blanda. First down, and we'll move the ball to the Houston 49-yard line with 6:43 left in the game. setting up in the I formation. Billy Cannon as halfback. Dave Smith as the fullback, and then our receivers Groman and Witcher. Carson, the tight end for the Oilers. And Blanda snaps the ball. And Billy Cannon gets a 4-yard flare pass. That will make it a 2nd and 6. 6:13 left in the game. And Blanda back. He's looking. He's going to try to force that pass into Groman. And that is an 8-yard reception by Groman. He threaded the needle through that double coverage there. We now have a 3-receiver set for the Oilers. 1st and 10 on the Philadelphia 39. And again, we'll pull that pass. Oh, no, wait, no. It is not pulled down by Charlie Hennigan. Don Burrows actually took that out of his hands and fell to the ground, got 4 yards before he was tackled. 9 interceptions for the Houston Oilers, just unheard of. Poor George Blanda. This is not the day he was looking forward to, or planning, or even maybe thinking about that he would throw 9 interceptions in the first championship game between the NFL and the AFL. Looking now, Buck Shaw, the head coach of the Eagles, he's making a change at quarterback. We're seeing young Sonny Jurgensen. He is going to come into the game and spell Norm Van Brocklin here on the final 6 minutes of the game. And Jurgensen under center snaps the ball and hands off to Barnes, and Barnes gets 10 yards.
First down.
On a quick hitter through the Oiler defensive line. Jurgensen, he brings the Eagles up to the line. And Billy Barnes is just stopped. Dennett Morris burst through the Philadelphia offensive line to tackle Barnes for a 1-yard loss. That'll make it a 2nd and 11. 4:27 left in the game. Dean, he's got the ball. He gets stuffed by Don Floyd and a few other defenders for the Oilers, and that will be a 2-yard loss. It's now 3rd and 13. 3:43 left in the game. The ball is on the Philadelphia 41. I don't know if Sonny Jurgensen is even going to attempt to pass. I think he's just going to be trying to run the ball and run the clock out on the Houston Oilers. Dean again is up the middle, and that'll just be a simple 1-yard gain. Van Brocklin will come in to punt. Charlie Tolar, he is back to receive the punt from Norm Van Brocklin. And that kick is away, and it will roll out of bounds. It looks like around the Houston 20-21 yard line. They're saying 21. Blanda still in the game, and only 2 minutes and 50 seconds left before this is mercifully over for the Oilers quarterback. Toss to Groman. That short gainer there, only a yard. That'll make it 2nd and 9. We have Blanda bringing the Oiler offense up to the line, and the ball snapped. And he's looking. The pass is deflected. It'll make it a 3rd and long now. 3rd and 9, 2:35 left in the game. And I think, like we said earlier, this is you can pretty much put this one to bed, folks. Philadelphia is going to come out the winner. It is a matter of just how large the margin of victory is going to be for the NFL in this first NFL-AFL championship game. Blanda back to pass. He's looking. And that is broken up by Bobby Freeman of the Eagles. That is going to force a punt. Milstead comes in for the Oilers. Timmy Brown is heading back to receive the punt. 2:26 left in the game. And here we go. Well, he really just missed that punt. Not very good punt at all. Only 34 yards, it looks like, on that punt. And to even pour salt in the wounds, 15-yard unnecessary roughness penalty against the Oilers. It has not gone right, with the exception of one drive today for the Oilers. It has just been a very disappointing and would even say embarrassing showing by the AFL champion against the NFL champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Sonny Jurgensen still in his quarterback. It looks like Norm Van Brocken's day may be over outside of punting. I don't expect Jurgensen to do much here, except for run the clock down, but we'll see. Barnes again. He is hit in the backfield, and that will be a loss of 1. 2-minute warning. Your score with 2 minutes left in the game: Philadelphia 36, Houston 10. Jurgensen looking over at Buck Shaw. There are smiles on the faces of the Philadelphia players and coaches along the sidelines, looking at the Oilers sideline. Heads are down. Just bitter disappointment for the Oilers today. Peaks will take the run. He gets by one tackler and is hit, and only gains about 3 yards on that short run. He gets up. He is heading off the field, and we now will have, it looks like, a backfield of Barnes and Dean here with 1:11 left in the game. Jurgensen snaps the ball. Another run by Barnes, and that gets nowhere as well. And that will bring on the field goal unit for the Philadelphia Eagles, Bobby Walston. He is talking to his holder. They're making sure they have everybody there on the line. And he gets in position to kick a field goal here, which will add potentially 3 more points to the Eagles' score. And here it is, snap, and it's up. Wide left, though. He missed it, and the Oilers will take over on the 20. Blanda coming out with the Oiler offense. He is still in the game. A horrible game for George Blanda. 9 interceptions for the former NFL veteran quarterback who came over to the Young American Football League and has performed well, but against an NFL defense, he has come up sorely lacking today in this game. Klein is It's a 5-yard run, and that will be it today. Both teams are shaking hands. The sidelines are moving out onto the field, and yes, the game is over. And the first championship game of professional football between the NFL and American Football League goes to the established NFL. The Philadelphia Eagles put a beating on the young Houston Oilers of the American Football League, 36-10. Not much of a good showing for the American Football League today against the NFL competition. They are, a young team in a young league, so maybe better days ahead. But as today's score and performance shows, they are not close to competing with an NFL squad. Maybe in the future, but that future is not today. Your MVP of this first championship game between the American Football League and the National Football League is Philadelphia quarterback Norm Van Brocklin. 95 passer rating today, 265 yards and 3 touchdowns. Looking over at our final game numbers, you could just see the dominance of Philadelphia. 10 total turnovers for the Houston Oilers, just too much to overcome. Just a very, very disappointing game for the American Football League and their champions, the Houston Oilers. And that will be it for the first AFL NFL championship game, the 1960, if you want to call it, Super Bowl that never was. It turns out that the NFL gets the first victory in these Super Bowls that never occurred, beating Houston by 26 points. So we will look at the 1961 matchup between the NFL and AFL champions, and that would be for 61 the Green Bay Packers of the NFL with an 11-3 record will be taking on the Houston Oilers with a 10-3-1 record. This should be an interesting game. Hopefully the Oilers come out with a better performance against the NFL in the second game of this series, the What If Super Bowls. We're now moving on to 1961 Packers and Oilers.